The early morning sun filtered through the dusty blinds of Maplewood Community Clinic, a modest building nestled in the quiet heart of Briar Creek, a sleepy town in rural America. Inside, Olivia Carter lay in a hospital bed, her face pale, her breathing ragged. Her husband Jerry paced the hallway, wringing his hands as he prayed silently for his wife and their unborn child. It had been a difficult pregnancy. Money was tight. The Carters barely scraped by on Jerry's income from the auto shop, and Olivia took in laundry to help with bills. They couldn't afford the best prenatal care, just monthly visits to the local clinic, where the aging ultrasound machine showed a single healthy heartbeat. A baby girl, the nurse had assured them. She's strong. But on that fateful morning, something unexpected happened. After a grueling labor, a piercing cry filled the delivery room. "It's a girl," the nurse announced joyfully, placing a tiny newborn in the arms of a tired, teary-eyed Olivia. The baby was perfect, soft curls, strong lungs, and searching eyes. But then came a second contraction. Confused glances were exchanged. Another cry followed, softer, but just as real. The room fell silent. A second baby, a boy. The nurse hesitated. Then the clinic's senior physician, Dr. Calvin Murdoch, burst into the room, having been called in unexpectedly. He glanced at the second infant, quickly whispered something to the nurse, and then looked at Olivia, who was slipping into unconsciousness from exhaustion. "There was only one baby," he said flatly. The boy, crying, alive and innocent, was wrapped in a blanket and carried out the back door. Later, Olivia woke to find a single crib beside her bed. Where is the other baby?" she mumbled, her voice hoarse. The nurse leaned in, her face unreadable. "I'm sorry, ma'am. There was just one baby, a beautiful girl. You must have been dreaming, probably from the painkillers." Confused and dazed, Olivia looked down at her daughter. She was perfect, but something in her soul felt wrong, like a thread had been pulled from her heart. Jerry arrived soon after, tears of joy in his eyes as he held their daughter. "She's everything we hoped for," he whispered. "Let's call her Rosa." They returned to their tiny house at the edge of town, trying to build a life with what little they had. Rosa grew fast, bright, spirited, and always asking questions. Olivia adored her, but sometimes at night, when the world was still, she'd lie awake wondering why she couldn't shake the feeling that someone was missing. Miles away, in a white-pillared mansion nestled in the wealthiest part of the state, a little boy named Ronald was growing up surrounded by every luxury money could buy. Adopted at birth by the prestigious Whitmore family, he never knew he wasn't their flesh and blood. He had Olivia's soft brown eyes and Jerry's determined jawline, but he would never know it. Years passed. Olivia and Jerry had 4 more children, 2 boys and 2 girls, Liam, Grace, Noah, and Elsie. The Carter household was small but full of life and love, despite their financial struggles. Still, Olivia never forgot the phantom cry. And Rosa, now a clever and perceptive young girl, sometimes stared at her reflection and felt that something was missing, but she didn't know what. But the truth, buried for years, was making its way to the surface, and nothing could stop it. Like and subscribe for part 2.